Hey, I'm Josh with Walkers, and today we're going to do a quick bipod positioning on your rifle tip. On Instagram, social, YouTube, you name it, we get all kinds of questions about why in the heck you got a bipod so far back on the handguard, right? Obviously, it's more stable when possible to get a bipod way out front so that you don't have as much, call it leverage, not as much of a fulcrum, because I'm just able to sit back here. So I've got a nice wide base, right? So that's optimal. Obviously, we're going to do that whenever possible. But today, I'm going to talk with you about why you might want to have a secondary option further back on the handguard, and why you see so many videos of me and a bunch of other competition shooters, for that matter, with bipods further back on the gun. So when you've got this bipod out so far on the gun, right, and you've got limited space to work with on the table or whatever it is you're shooting off of, here's one of the scenarios that can pop up. Say I'm building a good position and I'm trying to get in there and boom. Okay, so my bipod leg drops off the back or the front of the table because I ran out of real estate. This table's huge too. What if I only had a couple of these boards to deal with and I had to build a good position, right? And so there's no scenario where I can build a good position if I've only got 3 of these boards to work with this bipod on here. So while that's very, very nice, if I've got all the real estate in the world, it's great. If I don't, I'll just simply move my bipod back, right? So I'm in here, let's say in the same scenario where I've only got 3 boards. I can build a decent position. I'm sort of leaned back, not super comfortable. But in general, even on this picnic table, I can get up here, lean in on the gun, actually have a good, solid, stable position, and build a nice position and shoot. Is this always the right fit? No, it's not always the right fit to be in the back. In fact, whenever possible, I'm going to run it out on the front of the gun because it's more stable. In a scenario like this, where I've got limited space to work with, having a bipod on the back of the handguard toward the receiver gives me more options, allows me to build a better position, and in the end, shoot better shots with a rifle. So if you've had questions about running a bipod in the back of the gun, that's why we're doing it. And that's why it might be a good fit for you too. So if this was interesting, we're dropping tips and drills and that kind of stuff here on YouTube on a regular basis. Jump in and drop a like, maybe a comment, questions on any of this kind of stuff that you might have, you want us to cover, and subscribe below.